Why are Northerners so afraid of the disintegration of Nigeria? Why? Why? The question is, why are these people so afraid of the disintegration of Nigeria? You might not necessarily disintegrate Nigeria, but you can split Nigeria into unions. How do I mean by unions? Just like you have the European unions. That's region, the whole of the Nigeria will be segmented into regions, 4 regions per se. You have the Oduduwas, the Biafra, Middle Belt, and the Core North, right? They can still operate as a country, whereby they can trade with each other, do everything with each other, have, a unified, response to any external aggression. You understand what I mean? But they can have independent management system that, that works with their value system. I do not understand why these people, whenever you talk about, or is it that they do not understand? I don't understand. Is it that these people do not understand? Well, let me not go too far. You see, this week, the normal congressman said, because I don't know if you know, that there has been series of attacks still going on in the north against Christians. Right? It's still taking place. Boko Haram now, though they have been decimated into that very soft, level to which they started, they now go adopt. They go adopt. That is what, because they use this to fund. Whenever they run out of cash, they adopt, use it to recoup money, buy weapon, and then, increase their attack. That aside, you see, this leader said that this week that they are going to tell Trump, they are going to, proffer the solution, the final solution that will bring final peace to Nigeria and then protect the Christians. They are going to bring this idea to Trump so that they did not say they are going to divide Nigeria. They did not say they are going to balkanize Nigeria. But guess what? It was the Northerners who said, if you divide Nigeria, you must not divide Nigeria. It's like these people know that this might actually be the solution. Because if you listen to that very first interview by the Foreign Affairs, he was hitting a hammer on it that these people want to divide Nigeria. These people want to. They've not even said anything, that they are going to divide Nigeria. They've not even said it. America have been saying sanction, sanction, strike, strike, sanction, sanction. They've not even said you divide Nigeria. It seems the solution is there. The Sultan of Sokoto have never ever called on meeting. Whenever there is an attack, he has never ever gathered meetings to say, why? What is happening? Why are you people doing this? He has never done that. You see, these are body languages that you see and then you begin to raise concern. Let me tell you how these people operate. I will tell you something about Iran, right? This video might be a little bit lengthy. Please, if you know you have other things to do, you can watch to a certain extent, pause it and come back again. You understand me? But let me tell you something about Iran so that you can relate it to Nigeria. Because it is the same, that is the same method, the same strategy they use to operate. You see, in Iran, before the 70s, used to be a very secular country, just like Nigeria. Secular country means you can worship whatever you like. Even if na bush, they worship. That's left for you. Even if na stone, they worship. Na rock, they worship. That is all left for you. If you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, everybody cohabit together. Religion does not matter in any way. That was how Iran was. It was a very prosperous country, one of the richest countries in that area. Even richer than Bahrain, richer than Kuwait, richer than Qatar, richer than Saudi Arabia. The whole people for that area, they dread it. They fear Iran well that time because Iran can just get up and, mess everybody anyhow the way they like. They were rich, very educated, highly educated. The money they did, the resources, they have uranium, they have oil in quantum. They practiced monarchical democracy, just like what they see for UK now. Yes, UK practices the monarchy style of democracy. It's not like in Nigeria. It's not like in the US. In Nigeria, we don't even know where we are because the monarchs are the one taking the position of the president. They are the one responding to foreign, not even the president, which means I'm beginning to fear. Let them not finally grab their campaign before they go begin kill our president, because that is the same method. The moment they have now take over, they will kill every leader there and then put themselves. It is the same way Hausa land became a foregone alternative today. But let me not digress. Let me continue. Iran was a monarchical country, practicing a monarchical democracy. Before you know it, there is this man you are seeing now. His name is Reza Pahlavi. He's the first son of the king. It's just like this King Charles now when he take over, or this King whatever when he take over the UK. This Reza was the first son in Iran, and then his parents trained him, being the fact that he's going to take over as the king. Trained him to go be a pilot. He studied in America, did so many things in order to come back, and then But before you know it, the same method, this very guy, Tola, who is that supreme leader, where they dress so like our this thing, Shekimi. You see how she did dress? That is how this guy, Tola, was in fact, he was more like the Sheikah of that time. His name is Al Khamenei. He used the still bandits around, just like we have the Lakurawa, Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria now, Boko Haram. He used the bandits they call Ayatollah to conquer that territory. He bullied that territory where in Iran. Before, they now finally got into Iran, and guess what? They now accused the king of corruption. The king of Iran of corruption, did everything, raised the heavy revolution, and so the man take by. And then they told this man, say, you see that America where you go? They told the Reza, say, you see that America where you remain there. If you come back, we go knife you. That was how this man remained. It is the same system when Usman Dafodio came into Nigeria after he now refurbished the Islam there. The people, he conquered that place and they accused the local Hausa kings there of corruption. And then that was how an uprising came in, and so they remove them, and then they now installed full-blown Islam in the land. That is why you see Iran is called the Islamic Republic of Iran. But guess what is happening now? Now the people say they no longer want it. They have started burning mosques, doing everything. Say that Khamenei must leave, and they must go back to that their former how they were in the early 70s. So what you see playing out in Nigeria is a similar template, right? This is a similar template. The only reason why it's taking them so long now is because there is more, outreach now. Internet and also many other things have made it very difficult for them to really carry out the campaign. But they have been doing it. And the moment they succeed, every traditional ruler, including your president, will not even be spared. They will go for your president one time, and before you know it, the power will be shifted. Yes, it will be shifted. They know the template. Shegumi knows the template. This man, the Sultan of Sokoto, knows the template. So we know where this whole thing is going. Right? This is how Iran became where they are, who they are today. And guess what? Since then up to now, Iran has been stampeding backward. When everybody they run for Olympic, everybody they run forward. And then some people, where you suppose they run forward, you can't begin the juggle backward. Now so Iran be. Iran has been stampeding, going backward, back. Since then, they have never known development. They have never known, nothing good has come out of Iran. Their currency dead, economy dead. This is supposed to be a very rich country. If you go to Iran possesses one very rich cultural heritage. Go to Tehran. You will experience that very unique, rich cultural heritage. Amongst that, the Arab League. But guess what? All those things are gone because of this takeover. And that is what you will expect in Nigeria the moment it happens. You see, the reason why these people are crying, if you divide the country, don't make sure you do not, because we are family, that we are tied, they use chain, they bind us together, is because that is the plan. We know. Otherwise, they know very well that when you bring this classic restructuring into Nigeria, if you check the value system in Nigeria, we are very complex and different. If you go to the Igbo land now, the one they call Biafra, they do not behave exactly the same way, those in the corners behave. Go to the Yoruba, it's the same. Even these middle belts is the same. They don't behave the same. So you see that value systems are different. What do? It is now left for you to carve the country or split the country into this value system, but you will still be one country, right? You will only have maybe a center that is powerless. The center may just be there, just like a rope when it be say it tie everybody, but it does not have power to tell you this and this and that. It can only be there just for ceremonial purpose. Maybe they'll say, okay, we have somebody representing for Nigeria, he will just be there. But in terms of development, you develop your people according to how they understand, right? If you go to Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, that's UAE region, you will see that their own development is different from what you find in the US. But do they have development? They do. But if you try to say, okay, I will develop in my way, I develop your way, develop in my way, that is what we call the conflict of preponderanceness. One will want to topple another one will want to topple another. That is what is happening in Nigeria now. People like Gaddafi saw it, they said it that time, say, the problem of Nigeria is you people tie yourself together thinking that you are one. No. Every region has its value system. When Jonathan wanted to handle this, they did everything to make sure they discredit it. I don't know why Tinubu is not seeing this. Or is it that there are some things you don't touch, there are some things you touch? I know Tinubu is watching us. Tinubu has seen, and his team, they have seen my video. We are saying the truth. Do what you have to do. The country should be splitted along this line and then go and release them. Just do it quietly, person will do something and cover you. Chase him, go back home. Tell us you run home. And then the matter go die. Don't even talk about it. You see, say this matter will end. The moment you keep that man there, and then this whole matter, they will continue to do, except maybe not time you they buy. After 4 years, you run, you say, now I come to hell with all of you. Just the same way. Osibanjo, nobody they hear from him. Where is Osibanjo? Nobody hears from him. All the Buhari team, nobody hears from them anymore. Maybe that is what Tinubu is doing. You buy time, and after that, no matter 4 years or 8 years, you say to hell with una. Anyhow, I want to manage Nigeria. Now, Nasabi. Maybe that is what you are doing. But if you really have the country at heart, Nigeria, in a real sense, should be restructured along value system line. You understand me? Value system. If you look at Nigeria now, the core north is that top. You see this video when I put, you see this picture, that's the corner. They have a very unique Islamic value system. Those ones in the middle belt, they are the ones that are more like Nigeria, that you see Nigeria now, right? And then the Igbos, everybody knows, saying are pure Christian, they be, right? And then the Yorubas, the Oduduwa, they have their own unique kind of traditional way of worship and cultural follow-up. If you want to understand, go to Togo and all those things, you will see the real picture of the Yoruba land. If you split, maybe split is a very strong word. If you restructure the country along this line and then let them to develop at their pace, right? Contribute something to the center. Maybe that thing you contribute will be used to service those regions that do not have a lot. But develop at your pace. It does not stop any man who is in Kanuri to come to Igbo land to sell their onions. Neither does he stop the Igbo man who is in the east to go to the north to go sell their spare parts or sell their imports. It does not. But it will bring a unified and a very peaceful development that everybody will be happy with. In this platform, we do not cut corners. We say it the way it is. And if you have not followed us, now you are the one losing. Follow this page and send it to other people. Share it, because my goal is for government to see it so that we know what is happening. So when Trump brings this solution, say, okay, right now, we are going to use our tomahawk to restructure the country along the lines. Don't think they are coming to disintegrate the country. No, they are not going to do that. You must think about your children and your children's children. If you think you are not thinking about them, those ones who have already designed bandits to tie rope on your neck have already started thinking about their children, because what they are trying to do is to grab the country and give it to their children. Some of you don't learn. You don't want to learn. Restructure the country along value system line. That is what I call it. Don't break the country. The country you may not break, because you see that Nigeria alone is a very sweet and nice country in terms of when you bring all these colors. It's just like bringing, a bowl with so many colors. When you look at it, it looks very magnificent, right? That is the value systems of this whole region. That value system alone can serve as a very big source of income for tourism. Yes, I'm not talking about what each region have to contribute. When you talk about the highest investors in Africa, they are the Igbos. The reason why most of your leaders travel abroad is to go woo investors, to go toast investors into the country, to go convince them into the country. Then they say, Nigeria have a place where we say money they flow for streets. Come invest and you make money. Because they know when they come in with their investment, they create jobs. They bring tax to the government. But guess what? The highest investor you find in Africa are Igbo land. You don't even need to go other part of the world to go woo them in. They are there. They will bring the investor to you. And go see Lagos. Lagos is bubbling. It's because of Igbo. Remove Igbo from Lagos. Me and you know say Lagos will worse past Ibadan. Yes. Lagos will collapse like leaf when he fall down. Yes. So imagine this pool of investors contributing tax into the system, creating jobs. Oh my God. Are you people sleeping? It is heart-drenching. It is heart-drenching, I must tell you. So, Tinubu must put that as a priority. Restructure the country along, value system line. Not even all this gibberish people call regional. It is political, and the politics create more division, create more conflict than it should be. Yes, when you look at this picture, you can look at it, you can see that everybody in that top region, that's the corners, they behave the same. Everybody in the middle, is it Igbo land? You don't need anybody to tell you, or is it Yoruba land? But bringing this union together can give you a very beautiful, magnificent union. Union, like I say. And then nobody will have the power to want to tell you what to do. From Kanuri, you want to tell me what to do here? How? If you really care about the country, this is what you should do. Do it and have peace. This is what Trump is talking about. This is what the people want. These people are now Igbo people they be. Normally, everybody will say, they keep people, black people, they kill themselves. We're going to kill ourselves. We'll send on knife. We'll kill ourselves, finish. We will take over on our land. But they care about you, right? Some people say, oil. What is oil? If they want your oil, they will take it without you. You can't even do anything. How many tomahawk them send go nuts everywhere? Everybody they shake like a dog with a beat. How much more say than tell you see this oil will take up? Venezuela, are you stronger than Venezuela? They don't take their oil. They go land nothing. It isn't a sorry document they make noise. They go only need they go put for embele. That embele go less. That is the end. Nothing else. Nothing. They don't even need to send tomahawk there. Nothing. Put needle. The football go less. Simple. So this is what it is. Here with the talk about CB, right? When it comes to this, my appearance, expect hard talk. Because not until you listen to that hard talk, you will not understand how to take things. Nigeria is a very sweet country, very beautiful country. Our system, now later I will talk about the constitution through which the country is governed is another thing that is setting you backward. Even if you carry Jesus Christ come rule that country, nothing will happen because of that constitution. Nothing is going to happen. Even if this Trump will repair America's will you still carry and rule Nigeria with that constitution, nothing. Nigeria will still worse. All of you know they are only buying time. See you on our next updates. Follow this page now. Have you clicked follow and subscribe? See you again. Ciao.